I have seen, at least in some families, when you visit, the lady of the house will call some other friend, "What are you cooking today?" I mean, why do you make a phone call finding what other person is cooking? That's a non-meditative mind, wasting time in useless things. There is a difference between a monkey mind and a matured mind. Monkey mind will keep jumping from one project to another project. Right? One whose mind is not settled will have many ideas floating in and out, in and out, in and out, and they will be wasting so much of time thinking over all kinds of projects. But when you meditate and you're calm and with yourself, you will see, first of all, what not to do. Again, giving examples from my pharmacy days, there used to be very critical moments which products to stock in the pharmacy and which should not be stocked. It's a big debate everywhere because it takes away space, it takes away a lot of investment, a lot of finance. So now once you make up your mind with total clarity, and this comes when you meditate. You see, often before I go to pharmacy to work, I would spend at least 30 to 40 minutes meditating. In those meditating hours, do you think I think of God all the time? No. Though the idea begins with the presence of God in our heart, okay. But sometimes these thoughts would go in a different tangent. And this tangent or the direction could be the products associated in your pharmacy. Then it will go through, oh, I should stock this, I should not stock that. Automatically the answer keeps coming into your heart. So what happens now? Something that you have gone through in your mind in a minute or two, now you will not stock those items, you will not waste your time in arranging it on a shelf. You will not be, making transaction on that. You save so much of time. Similarly, when you are hiring employees, what happens there? You have half a dozen people. Even before you call people, you go through this paper or application. You know whom to call. You don't have to go through half a dozen of them and waste your time. This inner guidance, the total clarity that comes because of meditation is amazing. See, even most mothers, I would say, in Indian society, especially, most families have this typical problem: what to cook, what to eat this evening. Ladies have this constant problem. But meditative mind will just, even if you say at the last minute, let's eat, and then she is always ready with something or the other. There will not be a big debate. It is the debate that consumes our time and complicates life. But when the mind is clear, okay, I'm going to make this evening. End of the story. You don't waste time in discussions, lengthy discussions. So sometimes people say, oh, people who are meditating, they're boring. To outside world, they look boring because they don't discuss things. The need to discuss and waste time simply drops off. So meditation, to people who are not meditating, they will always say, oh, they are funny people, they are weirds, and they don't mix with us, things of that nature. But there is no need to, so-called gossips to be engaged with. Some people I have seen, at least in some families, when you visit, the lady of the house will call some other friend, "What are you cooking today?" I mean, why do you make a phone call finding what other person is cooking? That's a non-meditative mind, wasting time in useless things. Our practice of meditation must result in meditative state. Even when we are not meditating, that is, when we are at work or going about our daily activities, and especially while sleeping, the meditative state must accompany us for longer and longer durations of the day and the night. So, how to foster this? The key to that is to create a cycle of constant connection with the heart. How do we create that cycle of constant connection? First, we start the day with morning meditation. Soon as we wake up, we try to offer to our own self a kind of a reminder that yes, I'm going to meditate. I like to connect with myself. It is like auto-suggestion to yourself. And as we remember to unite with our heart, we are setting the tone and direction for our day. Next, the cleaning technique. It is ideal to do our cleaning at the end of day's work, because during the day we acquire many impressions in the form, as repetitive thoughts, emotions, inner disturbances, etc. So we want to remove them so that we clear our inner space, our heart space. Cleaning also ensures that our work life and its stresses don't spill into our family and family life. Finally, at bedtime, just before we sleep, we do a short meditation, a prayerful meditation. We meditate for a few minutes, bringing our attention to the light in our heart like we do in the morning. And we set our intentions, which is to be attuned to our heart at all times and be one with the highest potential that is within us. If possible, you can scan through all the day's activities, see where we went wrong, see where we need improve, and resolve at that time through this meditation in a very subtle way, in a very gentle way, how not to repeat the same mistake again. This resolution is improvement. And such constant improvements in ourselves makes us better and better all the time. This is what I would like to call it as continuous improvement. So, at bedtime, we kindle our longing for this inward connection to deepen, knowing that the guidance we need is also within our heart. Our heart is now our guide. As we go to sleep, this connection continues in our subconscious, making it easier for us to meditate the next morning. Thus, we are also able to make use of the idle, unproductive hours of sleep. Sleep, no doubt, gives us rest. It helps us recuperate our system at a physical level. But now, we are trying to make use of these hours of sleep to our better advantage in improving our consciousness. In Yoga Shastra, we call going from susupti or deep sleep into turiya state, the fourth condition, which is highly described. Anyway, first thing we do in the morning consciously is to connect. And last thing we do at bedtime is to bring this conscious connection with ourselves into the subconscious while we go to sleep. And over time, through repetition and through fashioning a routine, through the cycle of connection, we expand our capacity to be attuned to our heart and the highest potential within us at all times. That is also why I recommend that we got to fix a regular time. We should set aside a regular place for daily meditation or practice. Every day, you'll have newer and deeper and longer lasting experiences. I assure you, I promise you, you will have them. Like any other skill, meditation requires discipline. practice and witness the results. And one last thing I would emphasize, when you do meditate, do it with a joyful heart, joyful attitude. Meditation must be a joyful exercise. Only then we can master it. Sometimes we also come face to face with our own personality weaknesses as if they are shown to us in a mirror. When we meditate, we are face to face with ourselves, and heart is the mirror at that time. It can be uncomfortable, but again, it is our attitude to the process of change that matters. We are inviting this change voluntarily. We want to change, we want to evolve. With self-acceptance and the willingness to change, everything moves forward. Having extra meditation sessions with a trainer at this time will help us a lot, be very helpful. Just as there are challenging phases, there are exhilarating phases where consciousness expands and we feel that we go deeper and deeper states in meditation, and we realize that there are infinite possibilities. So the ups and downs are part and parcel of the process of growth and change. At some points when you feel that, I don't feel like meditating, that's the time you call for help. You seek the help from a trainer and say, okay, I would like to meditate. Would you please walk me through meditation again? This is what I call individual attention. And all these trainers throughout the world will be more than happy to assist you under all circumstances. Actually, whenever you want such a meditation session with them, they'll be happy to walk you through. Each time though, when a trainer supports us with a remote sitting or when you go to them face to face, very special work happens, and again it's a matter of experience. Though the practice is the same, it will be the same meditation, but the outcome will be extraordinary. You got to feel that. Experiment with it. The support of the guide here is invaluable, as he has already been on this journey and knows its ups and downs very well. It is very reassuring to have someone so experienced supporting us. In fact, it is the most wonderful feeling to know that we are not alone on this path. Gradually, we feel lighter and lighter, and we find our capacity to love expanding as our heart expands. Complexities that restricted us from loving our near and dear ones, family members, friends, unconditionally melt away, and we appreciate others much more. Our lives, they become molded towards more loving approach, along with many other qualities such as compassion, courage, generosity, patience, acceptance, humility. These are all the outcome of the main thing, love. You try to develop compassion and empathy and courage and generosity. I think it will be like putting a cart before a horse. It's a bit complicated. We need to create one original state, that balance in our heart, in such a way that the rest of these qualities, they just become the offshoot out of this main flowering of the inner heart. What is the main flowering of our inner heart? It is love. It is only through this love that generosity is possible. It is through this love that compassion is possible. It is through this love, empathy, acceptance, patience, tolerance, they are made possible because of this love.
Curious about how your decisions shape your destiny? Want to learn how to make impactful choices? Click on the video to discover more.